And with the people, what's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Victory Monday. Rashad, Dave, P in the house. A lot of good things to break down. Dave, what's good with you, bro?
What's up, man? I hope you guys had a happy holidays. I hope everything went well for your Christmas. And yeah, man, really good Monday, Victory Monday, big signing today. We'll talk about it, level
Yep.
out the expectations and what to get out of it, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, man. Really good holidays. Dave, What'd you get for Christmas, man?
I can't hear you, but I
You
know
can't
you're
hear
still
me?
talking. But hold on,
I don't know. Can they hear me?
figure
Can
out what's
y'all hear
going
me?
on with
Mic
me.
check. 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me?
Hell,
Or is it just me? Is it me or is it Dave? Okay, so they say I'm good.
y'all could probably hear me, but I can't hear Rashad right now. I
Yeah,
don't know what
yeah,
the
we
hell
can hear
happened.
you. Yeah, we can hear you, Dave. But anyway, while you get that figured out, um, yeah, man, Christmas was good, bro. Christmas was good for me. My wife got me a nice little she got me a nice little whiskey making set, which is pretty fire. It comes with the wood and all this stuff to make it. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope stuff. So yeah, I made it yesterday and I gotta wait 4 weeks for it to cure. So that's pretty cool stuff. Dave, you good? Or you still Dave still jacked up? Yeah, I don't know what's good with Dave audio, but we good over here. We good over here. What everybody get for Christmas, man? What y'all get other than the Panthers W? What did y'all get for Christmas? Yeah, man, the whiskey. Yeah, that whiskey set, yo, it's fire. It come with the wood and the aromatics. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope stuff. It's pretty dope stuff. And Dave had that buzz too. A crock pot, bro. Chill, fam. Chill, dog. 150, not nice. Cash, that's dope. That's dope. A lot of cash. Not 9 million. I don't know what that means. Uh yeah, Dave need to charge his headphones. That's what they said. Here we go. You back? Dave's situation is all jacked up. He don't know what's going on. Oh, nice. Somebody got a Sam Mills jersey. That's fire. Sam Mills jersey. Got the flu. Damn, that's
Okay,
terrible,
I'm
bro.
good
Y'all
now.
are bugging. A book. Tickets to the Lions game. Oh, that's fire. That's fire. Duke basketball tickets. That's what's up. A Meta Quest. Yo, it's a lot of this is y'all. Hey, y'all got a couch set. That's some adult shit right there. Oh, a pistol.
Yeah,
That's
y'all got
fire. What
some.
kind of pistol you got?
Who y'all trying
Shoes.
to cap, man? Y'all out here getting all this stuff.
Oh, mad people got that Quest. All inclusive trip. Now that's fire. Buying yourself an all inclusive trip is fire. AK said he ain't get nothing for Christmas. That's messed up, man. We gotta get you something for Christmas. Somebody got a JC jersey. That's fire. 60-degree wedge golf club. That's dope. That's dope. They got the VR. People passing out the flu. That's crazy. That's what's up, man.
I'm staying away from y'all. I'm staying away from
Bag of
y'all.
Cheetos. Oh, the Larry Johnson throwback. That's dope. DJ Moore jersey. That's fire.
By the way, the deadline's 9 o'clock, Hornets fans. The deadline's 9 o'clock. Deadline's 9 o'clock. Y'all want to give up your fandom? Because y'all might need to if y'all out here trying to re-sign Miles Bridges. Y'all tripping, yo.
That's dope. Somebody said he got himself a Manuel said he got him a limited edition DJ Moore jersey. That's fire. I don't know what that limited edition looks like. That's dope. A lot of people got that Cole game. Cole game. That's crazy. Drum set. That's dope.
Your
That's dope.
parents ain't
That's
gonna
what's
like
up,
you if you
man.
got a drum set. I'll let you know right now.
Dave, what you get for Christmas? You ain't getting nothing?
Nah, man, I don't. I'm past that point in my era,
Come
bro.
on, dog. Come on, dog.
Nah,
Christmas is for you too, man.
I not
Don't be
nah. Real
like that.
talk. My wife bought me this water bottle. It's like it's Bluetooth.
I seen to
It
that,
connects. Yeah,
and
it
it
connects.
tells you when the
It keep. It tells me how many ounces of water I've had. So that's pretty cool. But nah, man, I'm
almost
I'm
bought a
past.
game. Damn, a game used one almost got it. Yo, hey, it's all right. The man can't. Hey, listen. If your cave is like mine, I got everything I need right here. You good?
You ain't kidding. I got a bed. I got my games. I got everything I need down here. I even got a heater.
Yeah, I was gonna say we hear that. We hear that buzz kind of crazy. I don't know if
Yeah,
y'all
I
hear
turned
it.
it off.
It's wild. I hear everything.
Oh yeah, that was the heater, man. I had to do this. It's like, look,
You
we're at the
don't need
point.
heat, Dave.
We're
Heat is overrated.
Nah, fam. Nah, fam. When the highs in the 20s and 30s, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. Down here, we ain't got no heat down here.
Yeah, I had to bust out the Canada Goose down here, man. It's cold, bro. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold. All right, so
I
Dave,
want
let's
to
go
wear a
ahead.
t-
It's a
I want to
lot.
wear a
Oh,
t-shirt in
my
my
fault.
man
My fault, Dave.
cave. So yeah, I want to wear a t-shirt in
Oh,
my
my
man
bad.
cave, bro. So I got to cut the heat on sometimes.
Yeah. All right, Dave. Lot to get into, so we won't delay. Luckily, we do have an early start. We got the 8 o'clock start. I do not have class this week, so it's dope. I'm chilling. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Probably gonna give y'all the full 2 hours pause, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Should be fun. Should be a good show. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. We're gonna start with the game, and then we'll get to all that happened. Oh, real quick before we get into the game. Before we get to the game, Dave, do you want to talk about anything else around the NFL? I know we got the Hackett firing, but I just want to talk about one thing. One thing, and this you're probably familiar with this, being that you're up in New England area. I do want to give Kraft a shout out because he flew your boy out that did not spaz out on that woman that was all in his face at the Vegas Patriots game. Flew him out and had him sitting in the seat in his booth next to Kraft. Got him a jersey signed. Yo, that was dope. I gotta give Kraft his props
Yeah,
for that because that young man could have easily popped off on that lady, and he would have been going to jail. For him to hold his composure, I gotta give Kraft props for that. Dave, any thoughts on that?
yeah, nah, yeah, nah. Props to Bob Kraft, man, for that, man. Now he's always been a class act. I'll give Bob Kraft credit with regards to that. But yeah, with regards to around the NFL, two things that have been interesting. The first thing was Tua. He's in the concussion protocol. Looks like he played the entire second half with a concussion.
Well, it wasn't the first time.
But considering all the heat that franchise has had over him playing with a concussion, you would think they would have, fixed that. Like you had the NFLPA involved, you had all of those things involved earlier in the season, and you still had that man come out here with a concussion, and then you end up throwing 3 picks in the fourth quarter. But that man was playing with a concussion, so it's just unbelievable with regards to that. But besides all that, the Dolphins got to probably deal with that backlash because he's in a protocol. Odds are pretty slim that he's going to play next week. And yeah, of course, Hackett getting fired. He should have been fired. I watched that game. What a pathetic showing. The team quit on the coach.
Yeah.
Had Baker Mayfield out here looking like he was Joe Montana. I don't know how much of the game you watched.
Yeah, I saw it. I
But
watched. I watched that game.
yeah, man, that was pathetic.
Yeah.
Denver firing his coach. They probably shouldn't have hired him. Um, they're talking about who's the possibilities of who can come in there and fix it. Whew. We could talk about that because I think if Tepper, there might be one guy that's sitting on that's in our coaching staff right now that if Tepper doesn't hire him could potentially go over there and actually try to potentially fix that because there's certain coaches that get the tough jobs and I'll leave it at that because
Yeah.
Denver's a
No.
tough
No.
job.
That is a tough job with the Russell
That's a tough
Wilson
job.
with Russell Wilson
And no
there.
first round picks. And no first
Yeah.
round picks for a couple years.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
tough
that
job.
that is a messed up. That's a messed up situation. So yeah, tough situation.
So,
All right.
tough
All
job.
right. Anything else, Dave? Before we get into the game?
No, that's it. I mean, those are the two big things over the weekend. I mean, I don't think nothing other than the fact that once again, you can't trust nobody else to do our job because the Cardinals almost beat the Bucs last night, but they blew it.
Oh
They
yeah,
blew it just like
yeah.
the
I
Saints
saw
blew
it.
it a few weeks back. So
I watched that whole game, bro, and I was just as pissed as y'all were. I mean, nothing you could really do about it. Um, but it is what it is. I wish they would have got it done for us, but it doesn't change anything really. We got to win, so it is what it is. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into this game. The dismantling of the Detroit Lions. You know, we do it every week. We go by the numbers, and typically when you see a lot of green on this here chart, that means good things have happened for the good guys, the guys in blue or black or white, whatever the hell we decide to wear.
As long as we don't wear all
I'm
black.
yeah, all black with the silver helmet. That's different. It's different from all black with the black helmet. Black helmet changes things. Black helmet changes things. Yeah, yeah. So I'm not gonna go through these, man. I mean, y'all see it. And this is the total pressures is wrong. But we gave up only 3 pressures. I didn't change that, so that's my fault. We only gave up 3 pressures, Dave, which is incredible. We're gonna talk about the offensive line in depth a little bit later. And I won't read again. I'm not gonna read these to y'all. Y'all can screenshot it, whatever y'all want to do. But we dominated. It was a dominant performance by the Carolina Panthers. Came out there and pretty much was dominant in all facets of the game. So typically, like I said, when you see green on this here page, you know it that's good things are happening. All right. So that's by the numbers. All right. I do want to talk about franchise records. There was a franchise record set in this game. 364 first half yards. Which is crazy. 320 single game rushing yards. 320. Wow. Think about all of the running backs we've had on our teams before. You talk about Deshaun Foster and Stephen Davis, who we've interviewed both of those gentlemen. You talk about, a few years later, you had Jonathan Stewart, D'Angelo Williams. Never did they rush for both of them 320 yards in a single game. That is nuts. Dave, we put up 570 total yards. Bro, that is crazy. Franchise record.
Ben McAdoo offense. In a Ben McAdoo offense.
Crazy.
And we've had offenses that were number 1 in the NFL, guys. They never broke 570 yards of total offense.
Yeah, but it's crazy. And then the last one, obviously it was cold as hell out there. I did not go. Fortunately, because it was freezing out there, I didn't go out there. I stayed with the family, and y'all obviously caught the live stream. 20 degrees outside at kickoff. That's a franchise record as well. It's the coldest game at Bank of America Stadium at kickoff. Crazy. All right, so that's the franchise records that we set against the Detroit Lions. Dave said we couldn't do it. Dave went up on the Detroit Lions pod and was like, y'all got it. Y'all. No.
I picked us to win. Don't do that. You ain't watch. I picked us to win. I thought the game would be closer. I will say that. I thought the game would be closer. I thought it would be a close game between us. I thought it was going to be more because of the weather and because of how cold it was going to be. I thought that both teams were going to try to run the ball, and I thought that it would be a very, very close game. But I thought we were going to edge it out. I didn't think that we were going to be able to run it down their throat the way that we did, though. I'll admit that. Considering how well the Lions' run defense have played over the past month. So.
Jared, he definitely bent the knee, yo.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
He definitely, Jared.
Don't do that.
Homie bent the knee on.
Don't do that.
Yo, that's funny, yo.
Don't do that.
Jared, that's funny.
Jared, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's funny. Dave definitely bent the knee.
But all jokes aside, Jared, real talk though, it was a really good episode. It was a really good show. Y'all should definitely check it out. Y'all should really check it out. It was a really good show. But I did not bend the knee. I picked us to win. I told them what they would have to do to beat us. And I told them what we were going to do to beat them. And we did it.
Yeah, simple man. So shout out to all the franchise records that was set. Let's go ahead and
get into. But nobody expected this. Y'all didn't expect that.
No,
this shouldn't be a single stock down, dog. We had 570 yards in total offense. You shouldn't be stocked down in a soul on offense.
No, this man gets stocked down. I don't care what y'all. Dave don't want me to pod. That's what it is. Dave don't want me to pod. Hey, y'all, Shaw Smith has had plenty of opportunity to come here and lock up this kick return job, this punt return job. He's done nothing but fumble the bag, literally.
No, I
And
agree.
he
I agree.
now he got Andre Roberts, who's getting ready to come back, hopefully, and
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 Wilkes is looking
help us
forward
out.
to it too.
Yep, exactly. So this man, bro, he's shy. You've had plenty of opportunity, bro, and you've had. I mean, he was a decent threat in the pass game, so that's dope. But the dog, we got to. It's like every game he muffs a punt. He looks just scared back there, bro, and I don't know what it is. What I don't want to see him back there returning punts. No more. No more. Shy. So this is the only one. This is the only stock down. But he deserves it because he got to do better. If we want to playoffs and we talking about playoffs and Super Bowls, bro, special teams is a part of it. A guy just like a punter, right? Y'all give me hell for the punter shit I was talking, right? Well, Hecker, a good kick returner can flip the field as well, or punt returner.
I
So
agree.
having an
I agree.
effective punt returner is very very needed, and Andre Roberts hopefully can come back and provide that for us. Any
I
other
agree.
any other
You ain't
thoughts
gonna
on
get no
Shy
pause on
Dave?
me. I'm busting your chops. I'm busting your chops because I saw Shot Smith, but I knew you were talking about the special teams.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, cause yeah, I agree. RJ Wallace can't come fast enough, bro. Can't come fast enough.
Pause, man. Jeez. Hey, yo. Come on, B.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yo.
Definite pause.
All right. Let's move on. Let's get to some stock ups. Double trouble. Oh, do we got to get a new name? What's the new name for Deonta Foreman and Chuba Hubbard? Right. This day we just talked about it, but these two men, are putting together one hell of
The
a performance.
locomotives.
The
The
locomotives.
locomotive.
Okay. I don't know. We got to find
Chuba.
something.
Foreman. You can make that work.
Okay. I see what you're
You
doing
see
there,
what I see
Dave.
what I do there? You
I
see
see what you
that?
did.
You see that?
I
You
see
see what
what
I
you
see
did there.
y'all be trying to make shit up just to make shit up. You gotta make it
I
fit
see
with the
what you did
name,
there.
man. Do the
I see what you
locomotives,
did there,
man.
Dave.
The locomotives,
Somebody said
man.
love and thunder. We got to come up with a new name, bro.
Nah, man, the locomotives.
I like that. I like that. True.
The
I get it.
locomotives, man.
I see where you were going there. I see where you were going there.
Yeah.
But all
Man.
right.
Y'all gotta having to change them double entendres. Oh, too loud.
So
I'll lower my mic a little bit.
so Deonta Foreman, again, 165 on the ground, career high for him. He had a touchdown as well, and he had 21 attempts, man. And then Chuba was the one that set the damn tone. I mean, with first and second play of the game, bro. These dudes was out here balling. Chuba put up 125 on 12 carries, bro. He also had a career high day. I mean, these dudes was balling, man. So bro, we got to find a way to keep these dudes together, bro. We got to find a way to keep these guys together because it's right now. It's they are doing a great job, and it's not just them, right? It all comes off the back of the offensive line as well. So we got to give the offensive line credit because they are doing it. They're the one to clearing the path. We'll talk about them a little bit later because I got some interesting numbers to kind of back that up. But hell of a game for the running backs, man. They were real decisive. Deonta Foreman, real nice with the cuts. And shout out to McAdoo, man. I got to give McAdoo some credit. He put some diversity in the run game, which we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. It wasn't just running up the middle. It was some counter plays. Some really, really good. I like this one too. Run DNC. I like that. That's a good one. We might have to run. I like that. I like
That's
that.
too close to run CMC,
Alex, I
though.
like
That's
that.
too close to
No,
run
but
CMC.
that's why I like that. That's why I like it.
Oh.
That's why I like it though. That's why I like that. I like that. Is that an original, Alex? We might have got to give you credit. Alex, is that an original, bro? Do we got to give somebody else the credit for that? That's fire, bro. I might have to put that on the shirt. I'm gonna have my wife put that on the shirt tomorrow, bro. That's why I like exactly. Look, that's why I like it. That's why I like it. Shout out to Alex, man. I'm gonna give Alex the credit for that, bro. Shout out to Alex, man. That's a fire name, bro. I love that. I love that name. I love that name, man. But yeah, these guys, Run DNC, hey, these dudes was killing it, bro. These dudes is killing it. So got to give them all the credit, man. Got to give them all the credit in the world, man. All the credit in the world. Anything else on the running backs, Dave?
Oh, nah, they did an excellent job, man. They balled. Give Blackshear some love too. He did pretty well as well.
Yeah. Blackshear, he was in there too. Blackshear got some
Absolutely.
love. Blackshear had he only had three carries for 3 yards, but he did have a touchdown. So he gets the credit. He gets the credit. Had a catch as well. All right, so let's move on from the running backs. Moving on from the running backs. Brian Burns. Again, another solid. It's coming in way. It's like every other game. He's having every time you want to talk shit about Brian Burns disappearing, he comes back with another hell of a game. So I got to give Brian Burns his props, man. He was cooking. He was damn near unstoppable out there. He had 2 sacks. I mean, the guy's balling. He's balling. Now 12 and a half sacks on the season. It's just he's killing. I gotta, listen. I called him out. Wilkes called him out, and he's done nothing but respond. So I gotta give Brian Burns all his credit in the world. Dave, what's your thoughts on Brian Burns?
He's the only Panther that made the Pro Bowl, and it was well deserved that he made the Pro Bowl. And him getting 2 sacks in this game was freaking excellent. He's playing out of his mind, man, and he's got to keep this momentum up going into the Tampa Bay game. I love what he did in this game for sure. He got to Goff, made him uncomfortable. Goff had a great day too, but overall, the mission was done. So the task was done. So I'm happy for the day that Brian Burns had.
Yeah, and he had 5 total pressures, 2 sacks, 1 hit, 2 hurries. I mean, so he was all over the field once again, leading the team in pressures. So he does it every week. You got to account for him. And again, like I said, every time you want to call him out, bro, he comes back and he balls because he disappeared last week. This week he's back. So shout out to Brian Burns. All right. Anything else on him?
Nah, man. Who's the next stock up for the evening? I know we got a
Next
lot tonight.
Up. Yes, it's it's quite a few. We could call out a lot of guys, but DJ Moore, I mean, incredible catches, bro. He's starting to put together a nice catch resume, bro. The toe tap on the sideline, incredible catch. He may or may not get to the 1,000 yards. He got to average, I think, 150 the rest of the way to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's possible. It is possible. He had 5 receptions, 83 yards, a touchdown off 7 targets. I mean, he's putting together something. Again, it seems like every time we want to get ready to rag on these cats, they just bounce back, man. They bounce back, and I gotta give him props. Back-to-back games where he had a hell of a catch, a couple hell of a catches. So gotta give him his props. Next, Steve Smith, I don't know, man. He's cooking. The numbers.
He cooking, but he ain't like let's pump the brakes just a tad. I don't need him to be Steve Smith. No, I don't need him to be Steve Smith.
You about to pod, Dave?
No, I mean I don't need him to be Steve Smith. Like I don't need him to be Steve. I don't need him to be the greatest Panther ever. I don't need to be the greatest wide receiver that we've ever had. Like I don't need that. Oh, average 120. That's capable. That's doable.
It's possible. It's doable.
It's possible, but it all depends on what our game plans are for the next 2 games against the Tampa Bay and New Orleans. I'm not hating DJ. I'm just saying I don't need that man to be Steve Smith.
Yeah, and I'm not about the stat padding either, man. I'm not trying to just force the ball to DJ just for the hell of it.
It's gotta be a reason for it. I don't want him to get the numbers just to get the numbers. Like if he gets 120 yards per game and if he win the games and they were needed, then that's one thing. But I don't want him to get it just to get it. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm right there with you, bro. I don't want to just force it to him. It is what it is. But yeah, shout out to DJ Moore, man. Cooking once again with the Grinch cleats on. Gotta give him props there.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, Sam Newton, Dave. Put some respect on Sam Darnold's name.
Bearded
Sam.
Sam Newton. Bearded Sam Newton.
Bearded Sam. My bad. I forgot the bearded. Bearded Sam Newton, bro. Listen, 15 and 22, 250 yards. He cooked. Within the offense, Sam cooked. And, Dave, what we didn't see, what we hadn't seen yet, we hadn't seen Sam unleashed. Dave, we unleashed Sam Darnold, the running threat. We talked about it. Wilkes talked about, we got to get Sam, his legs going. He talked about it. We kept talking, but we didn't see it. Sam was unleashed, 6 carries, 19 yards, and a read option touchdown with the Sunday giveaway with the icing on the cake. Sam, hey, listen. Sam, he's playing well right now, bro. He's not turning the football over. What say ye, Dave? What say ye?
He's 8-8 as a starter for us.
What say ye, Dave? One more, take him over 500.
He'll have a winning record as a starter for us. I don't think none of y'all saw that coming out, did y'all? If he beats the Bucs on Sunday, he would have a winning record. He would have a winning record for us as a starter. None of y'all saw that coming. None of y'all. But here we are. So props to him. He had a really good day. He threw for 250 yards, almost 70% of his passes. Like 68%, I believe, is what his percentage was. Dude's been efficient. Hasn't turned the ball over so far this season that he started. So, it's 3-1 as a starter this year. What more can you ask for?
He's cooking.
He's playing. He's doing exactly what I asked him to do when we traded for him. Even though I didn't agree with the trade. This is the guy I wanted. This guy right here. Efficient. Don't turn the ball over. This guy right here is the guy I expected. Game manager Sam. This is him. He's cooking.
I gotta give Sam all the props in the world too, because bro, we was killing this man. We was killing this dude, bro.
We were.
Panther Nation, everybody was killing this dude last year, bro. Shouldn't have took, and I'm not saying we should have picked up the option. I'm not about that because I still don't think we should have. But we was killing, and all he did was sit back and grow a beard. All he's done is sit back and grow a beard and was just waiting.
No, he did more than grow a beard. No, he did more than grow a beard. Let's be clear. He grew a beard, and the Panthers got an offensive line. He put an offensive line in front of him. Which is what we've been saying too. It didn't matter until they put a line behind him. But you guys want to draft a quarterback.
Which is Dave, don't you find it funny? Everything we've been saying on this pod for the past 5 years, bro, is now starting to come to light. We've been complaining this whole time, and I'm missing a couple super chats. But my bad. Just Bobby says, y'all gonna pod and talk about how y'all and Pat were the only ones that wanted to keep Sam before Baker came in, or not? Because I can leave now. I mean,
look, man, I never liked the Baker trade. Never liked it. And you know what? And I don't want to like beat up on Baker because that's not fair to Baker. It's just for me, it wasn't about Baker. Like I think folks, when they say I don't like a trade, it's I don't like the player. No, it's about the fact I don't like the move because of the lack of patience. It's a patience thing for me. Just the same goes about Teddy too. It was like I didn't like it because I felt like there was a lack of patience. You're trading for these quarterbacks that ain't really legitimate improvements over what you already had. And you try to convince me that they're legitimate improvements over what we already had, but they're coming from teams that are in better situations than what we got. So you can't prove to me that they were in better situations. So that's where I'm at. So I think the lack of patience cost this franchise years. I've always felt that way. And guys, I know you guys are asking the question, is if Sam's really the answer? Sam's going to have to be the answer. I mean, Sam's not going to get big money. We know that.
The hell are you talking about? You're going to have to be the answer.
As in, like, when folks was like, somebody asked in the chat, is Sam is really the answer? I'm like, define what the answer is. Because if Brock Purdy leads the 49ers to the Super Bowl, I'm going to come back here on this chat and ask you, is Brock Purdy the answer? And y'all all going to tell me no. Y'all going to tell me it's the coaching and the personnel around him. So then I'm going to ask you, then why can't we have the personnel around our quarterback? Why can't we get a good coach? Since you guys keep telling me we got to go tank and get this number 1 overall pick. But I can promise you this, if we're taking, we don't make the signing that we made today. I can promise you that.
That's true.
Because there would be no reason to. There would be no reason to if we out here trying to lose every game.
Let's hit this question right quick. Are we giving Sam big money if he wins a playoff game? LOL. Nivrash. Shout out to Nivrash for the super chat.
No. I doubt it.
Nah. Real quick, we're gonna talk about Josh. Matter. I don't know how to say it. I don't know, Mr.
Lomax.
Hey, bro, appreciate the super chat. Hold this thought. We're gonna come back to this. Hold this thought. But thank you for the super chat. We're gonna come back to Josh a little bit later. Hold it. We have not talked about Josh Norman yet, so just hold that thought. We'll get to them in just a second. But yeah, so Sam, listen, I forgot what I was going with my point before I got distracted with the super chats. Shit, I forgot where I was going. It'll come back to me. But yeah, he's playing well right now. Sam is playing well. He's working within the system, and it's going a lot. I think we're gonna have to reassess. It depends on who the coach is, right? If Wilkes is the coach and he feels like he can win with Sam will be back here next year. It won't be a big money deal. It won't be. He won't make more. He's not gonna make 18 million. Nah, he gonna make a little cheese, but it's not gonna be a lot. But the question you have to ask yourself is, can a younger quarterback operate and do the same things that Sam is doing? Is Sam offering something that these younger quarterbacks can't do? Because I can, if you get a guy like AR-15 in this offense, bro, it could be nasty. Like he's always doing a turn around and hand the ball off. You know what I mean? It's not much. He's making a throw when he has to. Sam isn't doing anything that's like outrageous. He's playing within the system and he's doing a damn good job at it. The question is, can somebody else do that?
Shout out to Just Bobby. 2-year, $25 million, Sam. That's too much.
Nah.
3-year, $49 million Burns. That's not enough. 3-year, $10 million Luvu. That won't be enough for Burns.
Luvu's under contract for another year, so we don't got to worry about
another
Luvu
year.
Right,
but yeah, so we're good on Luvu for now. So we ain't got to worry about him.
Yeah, but Burns is about to cash.
Burns gonna make close to $20 million a year. So y'all got to get ready for that.
Facts.
Y'all better be prepared that Burns is about to make $20 million a year. Y'all better get ready for that.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to know what is going to... Pass rushers are hard to find. And I agree with you about AR-15, but I think AR-15 might have to sit a year, bro. So I think it'll be a situation if we're able to draft AR-15, he's going to have to sit. And I'm fine with that. I think he'll compete. And if he wins the job, he wins the job. But I think he's going to have to sit a year. This is my opinion.
Manuel says, low-key, Sam getting hurt was the best thing to happen to him. He learned a lot. Trading for Baker was just QB depth and for Rule to get fired. Yeah. Mango Cole, shout out to Mango Cole, says, Rule was really holding us back, huh? Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
We told y'all that. We told y'all that before the season. We told y'all that last year, too. Huh?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mangum. I was just saying, shout out to Mangum Cole. Good guy. It's my guy. But yeah, man. It's a good look. Shout out to Sean. Man, Super Chat's coming in heavy. Don't forget about signing Bozeman. Y'all know I do sign or walk. It's a whole series. I've already started planning for it. It's coming. Pause. Shout out to Sean for the Super Chat as well.
Appreciate
my guy, Sean. That's the question. Miss Rand, so that's the question right here.
I think we do.
We have to see. Like we because I did the mock draft Monday this morning, and my man Stroud fell to 8. That's gonna be the question.
Hey, bro, I only watched the first round, and I was devastated because you should have took Walker. You should have took Carter.
Carter was there. Yeah, Carter was there.
and you should have took him.
But
I don't give a damn if
but
Stroud was
one
there.
of the commenter was right. It just depends on who the coach is. Because if Wilkes is the guy, sure,
It does.
Carter makes sense.
Yeah. Because I'll tell you right now, if Wilkes is the guy, there's no way in hell he's looking past Carter. There's no way. No way.
How does the coach meter look?
When I saw that,
it's how we're gonna get to the coach meter. Hang tight. Wilkes meter. It's at the end. It's up there. It's up there. It's up there for sure. It's up there for sure.
Oh, mine ain't changed in weeks. I already made my stance.
Dave hasn't changed his. I've changed mine, but Dave has not changed his. My stance is still where it is too. So neither one of us has changed his stance. I'm just right in the patience approach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait and see.
Don't worry. I think there's another thread. I think there's another thread with that patience now. But all right, let's move on.
Well, true. Yeah. I mean, that's got to be taken into account too. But you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Let's move on.
You're absolutely right. All right. Offensive line. All right. These dudes came to play, bro. Shout out to Taylor Moton. Taylor Moton came to practice this week and bought the dude ski mask. He bought him ski mask because it was cold. But boy, was they bullying cats. They was just throwing dudes around like they was robbing somebody. Like these dudes, they got checked last week. Like the Steelers brought them to pain last week. These dudes said, you know what? Nah, we're not doing that. They sent a message early in the game that they was throwing cats to the dirt. I got to give this offensive minute. I almost want to cry, bro. I almost want to cry because this is what I was going to say earlier. This is what I was going to say about Sam earlier because it correlates to the offensive line. We've been coming on this show for like the past 5 years and saying, bro, we have got to address the offensive line. Does not matter who you have at quarterback until you address the offensive line. Dave and I have been saying that for years. And you see what happens when you finally address the offensive line. The quarterback play is improving. That's because he's protected. He can feel confident. We've been saying that for years. And now what do? You also pair that up with another thing we've been saying for years. You got a versatile run game, right? You don't just got Christian McCaffrey back there. You got Foreman. You got all these guys you can give the rock to, and they all go to work. A running back by committee. We've been saying that for years, and it's working. It's just dope to see what stuff that we've been saying for years come to fruition. We've been saying this if you've been listening to this pod, we've been saying this for years. Pick the offensive line. Give me some diversity. Don't force feed Christian McCaffrey. That's all we've been saying for the past. That's a synopsis. You don't have to go back and look at past episodes. That's all we've been saying. We've been saying it for years, bro. And it's finally coming to fruition. That's why I'm excited. That's why when we fired Rule, that was step 3, right? You got the offensive line, and everything is starting to get. That's when positive shots start to come out because things are starting to go. They're going in the right direction, right? We've been saying it for years, bro. So I love it. Almost made me want to cry, man, for real. Because you got, bro, they went out and signed Austin Corbett, bro, and Bozeman. Mm-hmm. Like these guys are balling right now, bro. They're balling. And it's just dope to see them. And they had a rough week last week. They got G-checked. This time, bro, it was different. Ski mask energy, bro. They got to keep that same energy. They got to keep that same energy, bro. This is too stupid. I see you stupid, bro. You stupid. You stupid. I know you did that on purpose too, bro. You dumb. I appreciate that. You dumb for that. But yeah, man. Yeah. So here, just really quick. Last week we talked about creativity. This goes in line with the offensive line. This is what we talked about last week. Creativity is needed in the run game. So this was the numbers last week. We talked about this last week. I just want y'all to see this before I show y'all the next slide. The next slide is what happened this week. This week, we were 50-50. Interior versus outside runs. 50-50. Right? Outside the tackles, that with 40% of our total yardage came outside the tackles. So that's McAdoo. He must listen to the pod. McAdoo must listen to the pod because we said, you got to give us something different. First play of the game was a counter run. Chuba took off for like 30 yards. Exactly what we've been saying. Exactly what we've been saying, bro. So I wanted to throw that comparison up between this was last game and this was this game. Again, diversity in the run game, bro. Diversity in the run game. All right. And so here are the PFF scores. Ski Mask Energy Dave. Ski Mask Energy Dave. But
Yo,
bro, three hurries, dog. That's it. I don't think that the 3 hurries, Dave. We dropped back 20 something times. 22 times. 3
22
pressures
times.
or 3 hurries? Bro, that's nuts. Bro, these dudes was balling, bro. And I want you to take a look. I added one little key fact to this, one little key factoid to this slide right here. I want you to look at that arrow right between Bozeman and Corbett, because I just talked about them dudes. Bro, 8 attempts between those two guys. 119 yards between that gap, bro.
Sheesh.
Between that gap. 119 yards, B. That is nuts. That is crazy, bro. Arby's, they got the meats out here, Dave. Bro, that's crazy. Yo, when I was looking at the numbers, I was like, yo, this is wild, bro. This is wild. But again, crazy game. Crazy game for the offensive line, man. Crazy game for the offensive line, man. Shout out to them. They balled. Any other thoughts on the offensive line?
Yeah, I'm assuming this is the running and the passing combined, because I noticed that the tackles, they had a lower grade this week, but I don't care.
So the run, they were. Let me pull up the scores real quick. I can give y'all, and I know I said I was gonna.
No, I was just wondering, because I know I saw it in the chat too.
Yeah, Christensen had an 80.
Why Icky got a 53?
Yeah,
Icky
got a 53 because, let me see, he had a really terrible pass block score. He had a 55 on the run blocking, and then 32.6 on the or 36.2 on the pass block grade. That's why his score is so low, and he had a penalty as well. I didn't have that. I didn't add that to the slide, but he had a penalty.
Okay.
But yeah,
man, it's fun actually having a good offensive line, man. It changes everything.
It does.
And these are the type of things you need in the playoffs too, guys. Like these are the type of pieces of the puzzle that you need in the playoffs. Like sometimes, like I'll never forget when the Bucs and the Chiefs played in the Super Bowl, and they showed the starting line, and I picked the Chiefs to win, and they showed the starting lineups, and I saw Mike Remmers, and I knew my pick was wrong. So,
but yeah, man. So, Acash said, "How does PFF is confusing?" So you have to look at the way PFF grades the offensive line. They literally grade every snap, right? And just because a pressure wasn't given up doesn't mean you won the rep. You have to win each rep. Each rep is graded. If you lose that rep, bro, it counts towards your score. But if there is one thing I do trust about PFF is their offensive line grading scores. Y'all can talk shit about everything else, but their offensive line grading scores they're actually really good. They grade. If you win, you got to win your snap, bro. That's how they grade it. Every grade or every snap is graded. That's how it works. But anyway, all right. So that's the offensive line. Any thoughts on the offensive line? Yo, I don't want to add Cade Mays and Irvin to the list because they only have like 4 snaps. Cade Mays, I believe, played 2 snaps, and Irvin played 4. It's not enough. It's not enough. But yeah, man. So shout out to the offensive line. Anything else on the offensive line?
I'm good, man. The line ball. Ain't no much more you can say other than the fact that the line did their thing.
Yeah, they balled so well that Austin Corbett got randomly drug tested after that record-setting game. So shout out to Austin Corbett. Hopefully he passed the drug test. But yeah, man, shout out to Austin Corbett, bro. But
For those who ask what I'm drinking on, 90-minute RPA, 90-minute IPA, Dogfish Head. Corbett out here getting drug tested.
Yep, got drug tested, bro. Got drug tested. All right, let's see here. Oh, really quick, we gotta. I know we're wrapping up this game, but we gotta talk about our turf, bro. The Lions was talking shit about our turf, our playing surface. Our own players have, talked about our playing surface and how it's not good enough. But the Lions, and I guess I don't know if the weather has something to do with it, but they said it was like playing on concrete, bro.
So, not what the weather had everything to do with it because they don't have a. Because the thing is,
it's not heated, probably.
It's not heated. So if it's cold, you're talking 20 degrees. It's just like you guys in the snow, bro. Y'all don't have the tools to be prepared for the snow. Y'all ain't got the gear like we do in New England. So it's the same thing with the turf. Y'all ain't got the turf built to deal with frigid cold temperatures like y'all had. Y'all ain't, that turf ain't made for 20-degree weather like that. But it goes back to the discussion point we've had in the past about the fact that the turf is there because of the soccer team. It ain't because of us. It's about the maintenance.
There's been so much criticism on that playing surface, bro. I think that Tepper's probably going to go back to grass after this season, bro. I really think he is. They are killing this dude. Like, his own players are killing him. Every team that comes in here kills him. Like, they are killing our.
I think didn't all three quarterbacks, 2 out of the 3 quarterbacks got injured on this turf?
Yeah, I think two out of 3. They all got injured, but
2 out of the 3 got hurt on this turf.
Due to the turf, yeah.
I mean, that should be more of a signal than anything else. But yeah, the cold temps in the turf without it being heated under it, because most of the fields that have the turf, they have the ability to heat it. So that's different. But yeah, he needs to go back to grass, bro. But I know why they don't want to go back to grass.
Yeah.
And the reason why they want to go back to grass is because there's a level of maintenance that they have to do. And they just don't want to do. Turf is easier to maintain.
Yeah, a lot of maintenance that comes with it. And then he wants to have the concerts. You got to bring out the stages on the grass. Probably just won't hold up due to all that movement on the field. Mm-hmm. So that's probably why he did it.
But remember, man, he brought concerts back to Bank of America Stadium.
No, he brought music.
He brought
music.
No, yeah, he brought Charlotte. Yeah, he brought music. He brought music concerts back to Bank of America Stadium. Like before he showed up, y'all weren't doing concerts at Bank of America Stadium.
It never happened.
That's sarcastic as hell.
No, I know we're being very sarcastic. Yes.
Okay.
I know. I know. Of course. Okay. I was just playing along.
Yeah, because
because Bobby said this.
Because Jeff Richardson didn't have no problem having concerts at Bank of America Stadium with grass. But but I don't.
Just Bobby says the soccer team ain't good enough for the turf for real. So yeah. I can't tell you if they're good enough or not. I don't watch the soccer team. Next year I'm gonna watch them for sure.
They almost made the playoffs.
Yeah. Next year. All right, so draft order. We are picking number 8, as you saw in the mock draft Monday. So we won't harp there. Shout out to all of our social media. Go to follow us on @PantherNationPC. 400 and some people watching. Go follow us, please, on the socials @PantherNationPC. You want to support the channel even further? Go to patreon.com/PantherNationPC. We appreciate you. More MVPs. Shout out to y'all, man. I got the MVP giveaway Icky jersey next to me. The signed Icky jersey who's going to go in the mail. I got to give it to Marcus because the other dude did not respond. So, Marcus, I'm going to be hitting you up to send that joint and put it in the mail. All right, MVPs and Landon, I got you too, bro. Franchise players, appreciate y'all support. And free agents, we appreciate y'all as well. Dave, let me get this Underdog Fantasy Jones lined up real quick.
What's going on, guys? This is Dave from PNP, and I'm here to talk to you about Underdog Fantasy. I just want to remind you that's the easiest place to play. There ain't too many places where you can win 20 times your money in the same night, utilizing higher lowers in the Pick'em game. And now they have Pick'em Insurance, where while you won't win the same amount of money that you did before, you can miss one and still bring home some money. So if you do it 3 times, you could potentially still get your money back if you end up missing one. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up today and use the code PNP when you do. And the $100 deposit match still stands. Underdog Fantasy. The big thing that's going on right now, we got the Gauntlet, which is going to be a playoff best buy tournament. It's a $25 entry fee, $1 million in prizes, guys. First place is $100,000, and there's a lot of slots left. So if you think Carolina's going to make the playoffs, you can draft some guys in Carolina. And I'm not telling you to draft the whole squad, but it's a level of strategy if folks draft other teams that don't potentially make the playoffs. So go ahead and build your team. Get you a couple of teams in there prior to the playoff teams being locked up, and get a leverage your advantage in that. And they cover not just the NFL, they do the NBA as well. A lot of things going on in the NBA. They do a lot of tournaments for that as well. So check out Underdog Fantasy.
Shout out to Underdog Fantasy. All right. We got to talk about the news of the day. Everybody get your popcorn ready. All right. So J.C. Horn, we know he went out with the injury due to friendly fire. Jeremy Chin ran into him and broke J.C. Horn's wrist. The update for J.C. is that he will have surgery tomorrow. We won't know whether he's going to be out for the season until after the surgery. Now, we went and got some insurance, but hopefully, before we get into that, let's hope JC his surgery goes well so we can get him back to make this potential playoff push. Because realistically, our playoff started at the Lions game. Really, real talk. And now we really gotta hamper and strap in. No pun intended. And it'd be great to have him. I think even 60% JC is better than a lot of cornerbacks out there. And we know, if you've been a long-time Panthers fan, you've seen guys like Thomas Davis. And I'm not saying JC should do this. I'm just saying, and it's a different injury. I know. I'm just saying we seen guys like Thomas Davis tough it out when he broke his arm before the Super Bowl and he played through it. I'm not sure what kind of apparatus can be put on his arm to protect it. I don't know. We'll have to see how surgery goes, but we won't know anything until tomorrow. Could be season ending. It could not be.
Yeah, but it's the way that still Wilks was talking about it. He wouldn't rule him out for Sunday. He just pretty much said he had to wait and see until how the surgery goes tomorrow. But the bottom line is this: it's pretty much, I think that it's a safe bet he's not going to play on Sunday. Possibly he might make it. Possibly, very possibly he's available for the playoffs if we make the playoffs. So we'll see how it goes. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but hopefully we can get something, because like I said, 60% JC is better than a lot of cornerbacks out there. But hopefully everything goes well, and hopefully it's not necessarily season ending. Like Dave said, we might want to go ahead and just plan on not having him on Sunday and just kind of see what happens. So that being said, we did go out and get some insurance in former Carolina Panther Josh Norman. Now, Dave, we knew about this before the news broke. But so we had a little bit of time to prepare. So Dave, what's your thoughts on this? What's your thoughts on us getting Josh Norman back in Carolina?
I think it's a good sign for the franchise, considering about how it ended here. I think if we were, like I said earlier in the show, if we were tanking, this would not have happened. There would have been no reason for him to sign here. I think the opportunity to make the playoffs was enticing to him. And I think we're close. Like right now, he's signed to the practice squad, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get activated. It's a safe bet he's going to get activated. All right, I think that's a done deal. I think that's going to happen. But that being said, the other thing that we have to take into account is we should not expect him to be starting on Sunday. He will not be starting on Sunday. But I think from a leadership standpoint, from a mentorship standpoint, he is a tremendous add to that still young secondary group that we currently have. He could teach them a lot. And he already knows the defense. He was here when Wilkes was here during the Super Bowl run. So from that standpoint, I think he's a huge add from that standpoint. And we needed help, because it's possible that JC might be done. But I do anticipate that Keith Taylor will be starting on Sunday. And I think you guys really got to give Keith Taylor a break after what happened to the Steelers game, because the bottom line is this: every corner has a bad game, guys. But I think you guys should also keep in mind that this is not 2015 Josh Norman either. Like I think you guys really need to temper your expectations on what to expect out of Josh. I think leadership, mentorship is what you should be expecting. I don't see him starting. Not this week. That would be insane. What about you?
Yeah, not. Yeah. I don't think Josh is gonna start. I have a lot more faith than most in Keith Taylor. I know the last outing was not good, but we've seen Keith play pretty well. I think a lot of people have recency bias. They see the last outing and was like, oh, he got destroyed. Keith is Keith is a good cornerback. And I've been a fan of Keith Taylor since we drafted him, since before. So during the draft process, if you've been watching the show, you know I'm a Keith Taylor fan. So maybe it's a little bit of bias. I think Keith Taylor's a solid cornerback. Now, in regards to Josh, yeah, I'm with you. I don't think he's gonna start. This is not 2015. He's never been as good as he was, even when he left us to go to the football team. He never reached that 2015 peak again. He'll never hit that. Like, he was playing at an elite level in 2015. He ain't gonna be that. And I see a lot of people putting unrealistic expectations. Oh, Keith Taylor, he sucks. We need to put in Josh. He needs to start. Like, why do we do this?
No, you don't.
Why do we do this as a fan base? Why do we put in
guys?
We want to sign a guy and y'all want to throw him in like the dude. Like, first of all, he's 35 years old. He hasn't played a snap of football all year. This is gonna be his first snap. Like, he hasn't played all year, bro. Like, you're not just gonna throw him out there the first game and just for him to get, because if he gets torched, y'all gonna be the first to crucify the dude. Keith Taylor knows what he's doing. He knows he had a bad game. He will bounce back. Mark my words. Keith Taylor's gonna bounce back, bro. I think Keith Taylor's gonna bounce back. But for us to
didn't he say it was the worst game he's ever had in his career?
Yeah, he admitted to it. Yeah, he said it was a bad game. He knows it. But Josh is not gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do some super chats. Aggie Pride, Josh Norman, that free safety, appreciated the game guy. Not a bad idea, but I still don't see that happening. Like, he's even if he's in shape, he's not in game shape. That man ain't played in almost a year. Just Bobby. Peanut helped him out like he'll do that for Keith. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Mentorship. I want him to mentor these young guys, man. Coach them up. Like,
one more.
Very possible. JC.
Go ahead.
JC will be in the club. Surgery will come out good, but we'll find out tomorrow now, won't we? Very possible, but we'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, so yeah, with Josh, I think one thing Josh does offer, and people, Josh he's 35. He's 35 years old. But one thing I do think I like about this, and you guys kind of hit on it already, is that he's gonna provide that mentorship, right? He brings a little bit of edge that we don't necessarily have in the secondary room. Josh plays the game at a different level. He understands the nuances. He understands how to get into cornerbacks' heads. Like, he plays the game different. So he brings that moxie, that swagger to the secondary that we just don't have yet. So could he get the guys amped up to talk a little bit, because you got CJ Henderson who don't say shit. Keith Taylor, we ain't really seen him talk nothing. JC just strap people. We don't even see him get a chance to talk to people like that because nobody throws at him. But Josh just brings the attitude. And like y'all said, that damn peanut punch that he has is lethal, bro. He had seven forced fumbles just last year with the 49ers. Like, just last year, bro, he had 7 forced fumbles. Could you imagine us getting some of those forced fumbles and getting the ball back and then running the game away? Like, bro, it's a good addition. And if he plays sparingly, I think it'll be a good look. It'll be a good look. Shout out to Jay Hayes with another super chat. He says the issue is no one remembers that Norman was scheme cornerback. He had Harper, Boston, Coleman playing behind him, giving them the freedom to key in 1 versus 1. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's part of it. But he was playing elite, bro. He was playing elite. He was
He was
playing
playing
elite in
at a Pro Bowl.
2015.
He was playing at an All Pro level, and that's not talked about enough how well he was playing. 2015 Josh Norman was different, guys. But I think you guys got to understand that you're not going to get 2015 Josh Norman. But if we teach the youngins how to do the peanut punch, that'll be worth the price of admission alone. To help get the ball turned, get some more turnovers, that'll be worth it. That'll be worth it.
Yep. So real quick, I did want to pull up some history on Josh Norman. Y'all got to remember because I see it in the chat. Y'all saying Josh is getting old, bro. He was old when we drafted him. Like I think he was what 20,
He was like
25?
20, 25, 26 when
Yeah,
we drafted him.
he was up there. He was up there when we drafted him, so he was already old. But we drafted him in 2012. And as you can see, that 2015 year was by far his best year. Never got back to that. He slowly built up to that year, but never hit that again. He was decent in Washington the first couple years, the first 3 years, and then kind of fell off a little bit. Went to Buffalo, played well there. Obviously, a lot of people are going to play well in that system up there. And then he went to San Francisco. Now, the San Francisco grade doesn't look so hot, but he did have 7 forced fumbles, bro, which is nuts. That is still crazy to me. And it's not like he started there at the whole season. I think he got signed there midway, just like he did here. We're more than midway now.
Yo,
But
is PRSH pass rush?
yes, pass rush, yeah.
Dog, my man had a 68.7 pass rush grade last year. That's wild.
Yeah, it's
That's
limited.
wild.
It's you don't know
It's
how many
limited, but
pass. He
still.
probably had like 1 or 2 pass rush snaps. You gotta put the context of that, but I could tell you. Think it's not a lot of pass rush snaps, but it's probably when he blitzed. When he blitzed, he probably got there.
And then he
Um,
got.
but
I'm looking at his numbers. Like he almost had a 90 coverage grade in 2015, bro.
yeah,
He
he was a beast.
never
That
put
was
that high.
it's
He
right
never
there.
hit
Yeah,
80
one.
again in his career. Oh, he only had one. Okay.
He had 1 pass rush snaps. That's why you think
Yeah.
he probably just got a sack. Pause. But yeah, man. So shout out to Trap Set Player. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it,
Finally
man.
caught us live, man. We appreciate you, bro. A lot of people off. I see we got like almost 500 people in the building. A lot of people off. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I don't think Robbie took his shooters with him, bro, because he ain't doing nothing out there. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in just a second. But yeah, Josh Norman, man. Josh Norman. It was a good depth signing. Okay, we don't get Josh Norman. Who we go get there? Because I didn't see a lot of y'all talking. Oh, he's go out and sign Jonathan Stewart. Why yet? Like, who else do you go get? Yo, we needed help. What do you want? What do you expect us to do?
God, we need a corner help. Guys, you got to consider a lot of things. It's not just that we needed corner help. We needed somebody that could come in that knew the system, that understands the schemes. Like you can't like we're about to head into week 17. You can't just get some random off the street. You got to get somebody in here that actually knows the system. So oh, that's not good. So you know that it's gonna be somebody that knows the system. Like you got to get somebody that knows the system. Simple as that. Like I don't understand why folks are out here mad about the Josh Norman sign. I love it because it does 3 things really. It mentors the youngins. You have somebody in here that actually can come in and legitimately help right now. They understand the system. He was here under Coach Wilkes. He could probably easily transition and learn the system, and he could teach the youngins the peanut punch. Like it's a 3-way. It's good. This is good. I can't complain. My blood pressure's fine, man. I'm good.
Yeah, man. So I like the signing again. It's to make that final push. And what I like about this, though, and I think Dave, you hinted to this earlier, is that this shows they're going for it. They're going for the gusto, right? When
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that we have a GM that when it's there, like he's going after it, bro. And I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot of Fitterer praise either. I don't see a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all got to walk some of y'all Fitterer criticism back, because a lot of these guys that he brought in are starting to play well, bro. Again, I tried to give y'all how it works. The GM go get the players. The coach got to coach them up, and we had piss poor coaching. That's why it wasn't looking well. So a lot of y'all gonna have to walk back y'all Fitterer criticisms, bro. I told y'all. But I like that we going like, yo, you don't just sit back and trust what you got. Nah, go out there and get a proven veteran to help y'all out. You right, you this close. You this close. Go out there and get a guy, man. Go out there and get a guy. And they did that. So I like that. I like that a lot. Out of Fitter and probably Wilkes. Wilkes probably had a lot to do with more. Wilkes probably had more to do with it than Fitter did, just because he knows Jay know.
Wilkes talked about it. Wilkes said that he had, him and Fitterer talked about it. And and because the bottom line was with the horn injury, they needed help. So they asked, and the big thing for Wilkes is the fact that he knew Josh, and he knew what Josh would bring to the team, and he knew the type of edge that he would bring to the team, and it was something that they needed, considering that they potentially might lose J.C. Horn for the season. So we'll see how it goes, man. I love it. I can't be mad at it.
Yeah, I love the pick. Love the pickup. We'll see. Then now, somebody asked us earlier. I got to get back to that super chat. The question is, what number is he going to wear, Dave? 24 is taking my C.J. Henderson. Do you think he gives him a bag to give it up?
He's got it. I mean, if he got it, if he wants to get it, if he wants a number, he could. Or Henderson could be classy. Ain't nobody buying his jersey anyway. I mean, he could be classy. Just get a number to him.
He did. CJ did just switch to 24 from 15. He had 15 first, and then switched to 24 after this season.
Maybe you got to switch back. Man.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man.
I had to switch back. We'll see. We're gonna find out soon now, aren't we? We're gonna find out in a couple of days.
Yeah, we'll find out. Probably as hell tomorrow. They probably be practicing. He gonna come out 42?
there. 42. Do 42.
No, Sam Franklin 42. Sam Franklin is 42.
Then 20. Then they're gonna be 22. I don't know, man. Like, we'll see.
22 is not taken. I doubt they. Are they gonna do C-Mac like that? Yeah, 15 is Chenault. So I don't know. The only suggestion I saw that made sense was 6, because he that's 2 and 4 together. A lot of people do that sometimes. But yeah, it ain't too many numbers available.
Very interesting.
4 is the kicker. 4 is Pinero.
What about 35?
2 is DJ Moore. Come on, y'all.
You can't do 2. 2 is DJ Moore. Is 35 gone? 35 probably gone.
35 is, I'll check and say. I don't know about 35. Why the hell would I pick 35 for his age? Y'all tripping.
Yeah.
Just
for this season. Then you can buy him out next year.
Yeah, 35 is available. So is 32.
There you go. 35. My man said.
Yeah, they don't have a number signed to
him. I watch him go 1 because he hated Cam. He ain't hate Cam. Appreciate the super chat, Jay.
He didn't hate Cam, but they did have that rivalry. They kind of had that rivalry though.
They did have that rivalry.
44 is JJ Jansen, man. Y'all are tripping, bro.
Y'all can't do 44. That's JJ Jansen.
So for the 20s, let's see what was available in the 20s.
22.
Yeah, they're not gonna do C-Mac like that.
They're not.
23 is available. He wore 23. He wore 23 in San Francisco, didn't he?
I think
That's
did.
available.
He probably wears one.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I think he wore 23 in San Francisco. My bet is on 23. Let me see. Oh, he wore 26. He wore 26 and that's Dante's number. I think y'all talked about that already. Oh, I didn't check the practice squad. You're right. Stanley Thomas Oliver does. The practice squad is not on the roster. You're right. My bad. My bad. Yeah, I don't know, man. If I'm CJ, man, I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm like, yo, I just switched to this joint, bro.
That means he ain't got no jerseys on sale, so it won't cost so much to switch back.
Yeah.
Problem
yeah,
is he can't go back to 15 because Chenault got 15.
Yeah, Chanel got 15. It's a Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know what he gonna wear. I don't know what he gonna wear, dog. All right, I think that's enough on Josh. I think we checked all the boxes on Josh Norman. We gotta talk about this Tampa game. Real quick. I updated the run the dang ball count, Dave. I updated the run the dang ball for Wilkes. So, with the Lions,
5 and 5.
5 and 5, right? We rushed the ball 43 times. 320 yards. We're averaging 226 yards in our W's, averaging 41.8 rushes per game. We run the ball 40 times a game, it's over. You're losing,
We're gonna
bro.
win.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win the game, bro. We're gonna win the game. So run the dang ball. That's what I've been saying. It works, and we again ski mask energy. That's what the offensive line. We gotta keep that same energy. Again, with our losses, we can't seem to get it going. But when it's
except
on,
in the
it's
Falcons
on.
game, but we know except Falcons game, we know what happened there.
Yeah, we got robbed.
Yeah.
We got robbed in the Falcons game, which is gonna be frustrating if we don't make the playoffs. Because I hate to play revisionist history, but man, that daggone.
But then again,
Browns,
man, I don't want to look at that just our game because there was the Cleveland game.
Yeah, but I was gonna say the Browns and the Falcons game.
The Rams game was a shit show. Baker, if he actually had some guts and threw the damn ball down the field, that could have been a winnable game against the Ravens. There was a couple of games that were very winnable that we let go. It wasn't just the Falcons game. There was a couple of games we had. The Giants game too. There was a lot of games we had that we kind of, when Rule was the coach, that kind of blew if we had a better head coach in there. So I'm not going to just put it on the Falcons game. That's not fair.
It's just it's going to suck though if we don't get there. Going back to those two games, it's really going to piss me off. And I
so there's a path. There's a path for the Bucs to make the playoffs if they lose. There's not a path for us to make the playoffs if we lose within the next two games.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Hold that thought. But Abel says that battle between Norman and OBJ was insane. Yes, that's classic, man. Classic joint. Run, just classic game, classic shit. All right. So yeah, that's running the football. Dave, the Wilkes meter, right there with you, bro. I moved mine up.
I'm up there, bro.
I'm up there. I think this game right here, when you bounce back, against a pretty bad loss, against the Steelers, you bounce back the way you did. The team is responding. You gotta get credit for that, man. And I'm still not saying for me. I'm still not saying he got it. This in the bag for me. That's me. I'm still not saying that, but these next couple games, bro, gonna go a long way, because now I gotta see how the team is gonna respond under this pressure, bro. It's win or go home. We ain't seen this in a long time, bro. Where it's win or go home. So to me, I need to see it. I need to see how they going. Listen.
But
go ahead.
But here's my argument. Tepper as an owner has never seen this.
True.
He's never seen this. He's never seen this. He's never been this close to making the playoffs. He's never been this late in the season. He's never been this late. He's never been to a week 17 with the opportunity to make the playoffs.
True.
That alone means something. I still think Wilkes should be the guy regardless. But I understand folks who don't.
Yeah,
but
I'm not against
I will say this:
bro, I'm not against it at all.
But here's my thing: For those who don't, there's a team in Denver. You want to talk about a situation that nobody wants? They might call this man if Carolina doesn't pull the trigger. Huh? That doesn't mean he won't get it.
Yeah.
But listen, dude.
But I think there's been.
If you want to talk about somebody who walks into a messed up situation, see Steve Wilks in Carolina. The dude walked into a situation, a certifiable shit show that he inherited at 1-4. You trade Christian McCaffrey. Robbie Anderson walked off the damn field during it. You trade him, and he turned this team around, went 5-5. And if he wins 2 more games, they got a home playoff game against the Cowboys. If they win the division, he's coach of the year. There is no question in my mind.
I agree with you.
If he wins the division, he's coach of the year, and it's not being talked enough. It is not being talked enough at all. If he wins this division, he's coach of the year. I don't give a damn what you try to convince me. If you try to tell me my man in Philly should be no. He took a team that was on pace to be the worst team in the league and led them to a division title. He's coach of the year. Coach of the year.
I agree, bro. I'm no argument here. I just want to see how the team respond, because I give them credit, bro. That going on the road in Seattle, bro, and doing what we did to them on the road, that was a winner, basically a winner go home game too. Like, we needed that one, and they went out there and they responded. So I think the team I think was dope about it, and what I give Wilks a lot of credit for is the team is starting to feel it, bro. Like, and when they feel it, they you can see the whole they playing completely different. So like I said, I hear you. I'm with y'all. I still gotta see it. I gotta see it through. But I'm with y'all. If he should win coach of the year, if he takes this and flips this all the way around, 1,000%.
I just don't think it's not. Yeah, I just don't think it's not talked about enough. Like, I think we're named, like, folks are talking about these coach of the year candidates.
When do we ever talk about it?
Bro, and don't get me wrong, because another guy that should be in consideration is the guy in Detroit. But I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it out at this point to make the playoffs. Because they started 1-6 and he turned that around too. And there should be a lot of credit for what they did in Detroit. Like, they were 7-7 before coming to us, and they ran into us. So if he still makes the playoffs, that's commendable. But if this man wins this division and has a home game against Dallas, that's coach of the year. It ain't about hating CMC, guys. It's just about the fact that it is a safe assumption that the vast majority of the mainstream media thought that CMC was the best player in our roster. That is a safe assumption. Y'all think it. Rashad might think it. I think it. CMC was the best player on this team. We traded our best player on this team. And he's gone 5 and he has a winning record since we traded our best player on this team. What do you want me to say? That's just a fact. What do you want me to say? So we'll see.
But shout out to Steve, man. Again, it feels good. It does feel good, bro. It feels good. It does feel really good to see the team respond the way they're responding to Wilkes and his coaching. It's refreshing, and we've been saying that for the longest too. Rule ain't the guy, bro. And I've said this with conviction on multiple places, bro. It was never the talent. It was the coaching. We got a talented roster.
Just so you guys know, coach of the year is based on what happens in the regular season.
Yep.
Not based on what happens in the postseason. So it goes based on what happens in the regular season. I just wanted to clear that up.
Akash says, as much as Wilkes reserves it, I'm pretty sure they won't give it to him because the league doesn't pay attention to us. They give credit, they give it to the Eagles coach since they are the new darlings of the NFL.
I mean, the Eagles coach got a strong argument. They've gotten 2 losses so far. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad at it if the Eagles get it, but nah. I mean, we'll have to have a discussion if he wins the division.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about. Let's move on. Real quick. Here are. Is that up? Yes, updated.
That's
This is the
right.
NFC South rankings. Again, one game behind. Let's talk about these scenarios real quick. So shout out to Charlotte Sports Live with this graphic. Basically, Panthers, you win the next two games, you're in. The Bucks can end it just by beating us. That's all they need. We have to win both games to get the NFC South. If we don't, I know Dave. I think you said it earlier. There's some scenarios where we could potentially get in there. Uh, oh yeah, there is none. That's what I thought. I didn't think there was either. I thought you said there was, but yeah, there is
The
no other
Bucks have a
scenario.
scenario. The Bucks
Yeah, the
have a
Bucks, yes,
scenario where they could lose against us
and
and
still win
still
the
get in
division.
as a wild card. No,
Yeah,
they
they
can
can
still
still
get in
win
as a
it.
wild card. They can
They
win
can
the
still
division
win the division
too.
too, though.
They can still win the division, but it can also still get in as a wild card. Like let's say we win our two games, they still beat Atlanta to close out the season. There's scenarios where the Bucks can get the final seed at 8 and 9 and make the wild card as a 7 seed. So there's scenarios where the Bucks can get in at 8 and 9 as a 7 seed. But there's no scenario if we lose another game. We have to win out to make the playoffs. There's no
Yeah,
ifs, ands, or buts about it.
it's gonna get interesting if the Saints lose because the Saints got the Eagles, and I don't know if Hurts is back. Is Hurts?
Round
He's
one
still
and
out?
13, Hurts is still out. Hurts is pretty much gonna be out for the year. They're not gonna play him anymore. Minshew's gonna play the
Shit.
rest of the way.
Well, that makes it winnable for the Saints.
No, it's
I
not.
still,
Minshew could
I
beat
still don't see.
Minshew could beat the
I still don't
Saints.
think. Me
Minshew could
too,
beat the
but
Saints.
it makes it a little bit tougher.
Minshew almost beat Dallas yesterday. Like he should have. He should
They
have.
had a lot of turnover. They had a lot of turnovers in that game, but yeah,
Their defense is legit in Philadelphia. That's why.
no, I
Minshew
know,
can
but
like
no, I'm talking
the Eagles'
about
defense is
yeah,
legit. The
I'm
Saints
talking
ain't that
about
good, dude. The Saints not
the
that good,
same.
bro. They're not
All,
that good.
all I'm saying is it's interesting. They're not. I know they're not, but it's interesting if the Saints lose, what they're gonna do with Week 17 because they'll be out of it if they lose.
Nah, they
They're
hate
done.
us. They'll play. They'll play. They'll play. Nah, they'll
Mhm.
play regardless. But
But the
Ron won 13, 14, and 15. Appreciate the super chat, just Bobby. He won a playoff game in 14 with a losing record.
he was talking about Coach of the Year, I think.
Oh, Coach of the Year. Yeah, you're right. He did. He won in 13 and 15. That is correct. Yeah, he didn't win in 14, even though that was a good coaching job. He did in 14 too. I mean, he had to win all 4 games and win the division, and he pulled it off in the final month.
Yep.
But
So this is a scenario. There is no other scenario for us to get in if we don't win. We got to win both games. So basically, like I said a couple minutes ago, our playoff started on Saturday. Really, it started
mhm.
then, and we can't lose anymore. So we got to go out there and play dominant football like we've been doing. When we win, we run the football, we dominate. So now let's talk about it. And we will be going live for this game. This is a big game, Bucks, Panthers, basically for the division. It's pretty much for the division, right? I mean, the Bucks could still win it if we lose to the Saints on week 18. But one of the biggest games. It's the biggest games for Wilkes. Biggest game for this team. Biggest game for Tepper. I think this is the biggest game under Tepper's ownership for sure.
It
So
is.
we got to make sure we come to play. And the Bucks, listen, I said I tweeted this out earlier today. The Bucks don't make me nervous. Right? I know everybody's talking about Tom Brady and the conspiracy theories and all this stuff. They want Tom to get in it. Listen, I watched the Bucks play yesterday. Yo,
They don't look
they
good,
are not
bro.
a good team, bro. They're not a good team. Anytime you give Tom Brady a chance, he's gonna take advantage of it, right? He even with his left tackle going down, Wirfs is not 100%. His offensive line is basically like they're decimated, bro. But he's still able to compensate because he's throwing the football away, right? They're throwing the football so quick. Um, it's crazy what he's able to do. He's flipping it out. Like, can we? I think our sideline defense, Our linebackers are playing well. I think we'll be able to compensate for it. But man, we gotta find a way to get him off the field, bro, because and keep him off the field. I think that's one thing that the Cardinals didn't do yesterday. I don't think they ran the ball as much as they should have. Connor was running pretty daggone well, and they just didn't want to put the ball in his hands as much as they should. Now you got to remember, we put up a $175 on them the first game, and that's when they had Vita Vea. Vita Vea might not. I don't know if he's hurt or what. They got so many injuries. I don't even know. It's hard to keep up with it. The Bucs. They got a lot of injuries, bro.
They lost another lineman. They lost another tackle for the
left
season.
Tackle. Yeah, they lost their left tackle. Yeah,
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because they was getting rid of the ball so quick. Like, I think they completely eliminate the pass. You got to just get your hands up, bro. Like, I think we did a good job with that yesterday on Saturday. We're getting our hands up, batting the football down, but they were throwing so many passes to the running backs, just getting out of his hands. You know, Tom Brady don't like getting hit. So they were just throwing it like quick and getting mad yak and getting it to Fournette and let him run people over. So we got to be tackling. Big thing.
At one point, Tom Brady, out of all the yards he threw, only 3 yards was like air yards. Everything else was yak.
Yeah. Everything was yak. They were just getting to the ball in space, bro, and just they were getting loose. Tackling was a big thing. It's a big thing. But they got a lot of injuries, bro. A lot of injuries. If Vita Vea don't play, bro, they gonna have a long night or day. Cause we had 175 with Vita Vea in the game last time. They're gonna have a long night if they don't have him.
Well, we're gonna see.
It's a winnable game for sure.
Oh yeah. We're 5.5 point. We're 5.5 point underdogs, but I heard that the line dropped down to 3. I guess folks thought that Vegas was crazy too.
Yeah, that was
initial line came out. Yeah, 5.5 was kind of wild.
T. Holiday says our interior defensive line is going to dictate the game. Yeah, they're going to have to. But I think our linebackers are going to have to tackle. Our corners are going to have to tackle too in space. You got to be able to tackle in space, bro. Because if you don't, Fournette and all those guys got on the edge. They were literally, like Dave said earlier, a lot of their yards were coming off yak. It was a lot of yak. Tom was just dumping the football out to the running backs and letting them go. We got to be able to tackle. That's my biggest fear. We can't tackle. It's gonna be a long day. Defensively, their secondary is really good. Like their secondary is solid. The Bucs secondary is solid. Their linebackers, I think Devin. Who's hurt? Is Levante David hurt?
I hope not.
That injury report. I looked at the injury report for the Cardinals game. It was crazy. Let me pull it up. Yeah, a lot of dudes out, man. Damn, man. What's up with the injury report? Yeah, so they don't have the injury report updated, but yesterday, Gerald Avery didn't play. Jamel Dean didn't play. That was another one that was out. Carl Nassib didn't play. Donovan Smith didn't play. Vita Vea didn't play. They got a lot of guys just out. Levante David, he's not practicing. It's just a lot of guys. A lot of guys are down for the Bucs. Antoine Whitfield, he was also down. They're gonna get him back because he's nice. So if we tie, I don't want to know. I don't know what happens if we tie. That's a great question. Too much math for me.
If we tie, the Bucs would have to lose, and we have to win the final week, and we'll win the division. That's what'll happen because we were still on the tiebreaker. But You don't want that.
Nah, we don't need a tie. Just
'Cause
go out there and win, bro.
yeah, we got to win it. But we
Yeah,
still have
again,
to require the Bucs to lose.
The Bucks aren't playing good football right now. We all watched it last night. They're beatable. In the games
There's
they're
two
winning.
games I've seen of the Bucs that they should have lost, and they ended up winning because their teams were so damn inept.
In the games they're winning, they're keeping guys under under 20 points, right? So they beat the Cardinals 19-16, right? We saw that. So they allowed 16 points. They lost to the Bengals 34-23, right? So anytime they get over was it 15 over 17 points, they're like the opposite. This are the same as us, right? If they allow over 17 points, they pretty much losing, bro. Yeah, basically. I'm looking at their record. So in their losses, yo, that's crazy. All right, so here we go. In their regular season, they beat the Cowboys 19-3, so they only allowed 3 points. They beat the Saints, they only allowed 10 points. They beat the Falcons, they only allowed 15 points. The Rams, they beat the Rams, they only allowed 13 points. Seahawks only allowed 16 points. Saints only allowed 16 points. Cardinals only allowed 16 points. In their losses, though,
there's a trend here.
Yeah, there's not over 16 points. You score 20 points against them, you're gonna win.
They out here sounding like they got Matt Rule coaching. It looks like Todd Bowles.
No, facts. So in their losses, 41 against the Chiefs, 20 against the Steelers, 21 against the Panthers, 27 against the Ravens, Browns 23, 35 against the 49ers, 34 against the Bengals. And then the only one that didn't fall into that category was the early loss against the Packers, where they only allowed 14 points, and they still lost. So there's only one game. If they're scoring over 17 points, you're gonna win. They're the opposite, or the same as us before Rule, or when we had Rule. My bad. So yeah, I think we're gonna try to get up with Big Game James. I think we're gonna try. We'll see what happens. I got to see what my schedule is looking like. But yeah, I think we're gonna try to get up with Big Game James, see what's up. But yeah, score points, and their defense is ravaged right now. A lot of injuries. Even if guys play, they probably not gonna be 100%. So I like where we are. Man. I like where we are. Any other thoughts on the game, Dave?
Nah, I think we're in a good spot. I think, the fact that I'm getting text messages from Bucks fans telling me that they're nervous. There's some nerves. They know their team doesn't look good. A lot of them a few weeks ago wanted to fire everybody. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. I think we have the momentum. Yep, I think we look good as a football team, better than anybody else, in my opinion. So from my standpoint, I think we've looked good. So we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to Sunday. Hopefully we win the game, and then we don't, and we make sure we keep our eye on the prize and take care of business against New Orleans because I know, we don't have a good road record, so I am cognizant of that. But I still think we're the better football team.
We did destroy the daggone Seahawks on the road too, though, and that's a tougher place to play in Tampa.
It is. The cannons are trash, so we they ain't got really. It ain't nothing to be too concerned about, but at the same time, I gotta still own the fact that we do not have a good road record. I mean, we've won. Wilkes has only lost one game on the road. Being afraid of Brady is valid, but I'm not afraid of Brady's offensive line. That's the thing that I'm not worried about.
Yeah, but Dave, so I think the offensive line thing is, to me, he negated it, bro. He did well without his left tackle. With Wirfs, he played well. And what the commenter just said was that dink and dunk. They had that dink and dunk offense, bro, and the guys was getting to it. One thing I have seen, especially against from our defense, is that them boys have a problem tackling sometimes. And that's what makes me nervous. When if you're not wrapping up, you're not tackling against a dink and dunk offense, you're gonna have a long night because one missed tackle and you off to the races. So
Yeah,
I
turn it
wouldn't.
10 to 20 yards. No, I'm with you.
I think even you can completely negate Burns by just getting rid of the ball quick, right? Burns is great and he's gonna eat against whoever is gonna play left tackle. You just line him up, he's gonna beat whoever that is. But Tom Brady's getting rid of the ball so quick that it doesn't matter. You got to be able to play chess, and as soon as you bring that pressure, then Tom gonna take your top off. Pause. So I think I'm just saying we still defense still got to play. Defense still got to man up. They got to tackle. So we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, it's valid to be nervous with Tom. Yo, Tom is still the GOAT, bro. Don't get it twisted. He's throwing some picks, but don't get it twisted. They still all right.
Nah, I know Tom's the GOAT. I get it. You ain't gotta tell me. I'm fully aware that he's the GOAT. I'm not questioning that. I'm not questioning that Tom's the GOAT. I think that Wilkes can make the proper adjustments to negate that the short passes too. Because if he's gonna keep doing short passes, then they're gonna have a lot more 3 and outs than anything else. That's just my opinion on it, right?
Another thing they did last night too was they went into hurry up. That hurry up killed the Cardinals. But
I think our defense is better than Arizona too. Like, let's be clear.
Yeah, no,
we have a better defense than Arizona.
No,
like let's not get it twisted. Like, cause even in fantasy, I was very high on Godwin and Evans and White and Rashad White and Fournette because of how atrocious their defense is. So the fact that, I was worried about McSorley as a quarterback, but the fact that they kept that game close says a lot to me. Because I didn't think the Arizona defense was that good. So.
Yeah. The game plan is simple, bro. The game plan is simple. Keep Tom
Shout
Brady
out to Pat Coltrane. Shout out to Pat.
Shout out to Pat, man. But the game plan is simple, bro. Keep Tom Brady off the field. Run the dang ball. Mm-hmm. And everybody knows we're gonna do it. But can you stop it? You got to be able to stop it.
If we get the ball first, and we score, and then Brady comes out and doesn't get a touchdown 3 and out, or doesn't make it far enough to get into field goal range, and then we score again, forces Brady to throw, it'll be curtains. This game will get ugly fast because their line ain't gonna have. They're not gonna be able to do the passes they need to do to try to make the comeback. Because in essence, they're damn near one-dimensional because they've been having struggles to run the ball all season. So, we can put them in a decent situation, have the crowd quiet, and the whole 9. We can try to, if we start fast in this game, to open up the game. So it'll be interesting. I am concerned about the secondary side, which makes it more important that if they do make decisions to try to have opportunities to try to throw the ball, Brady tries to throw the ball, and they need more time in the pocket, and we got to get to Brady when we have those opportunities to get to Brady. If they decided to have this short pass game. We have to get to him. Because otherwise we will lose.
Yeah. That's what makes me nervous is because last night they were so predictable what they were doing, but as soon as you back out of that, like as soon as they stop with the dink and dunking, and you don't pressure the quarterback, and you give Tom Brady time to throw the ball deep, they were giving up some chunk plays too. So it's just Tom, he's so good, bro. You got to be prepared for everything. He's so good. So that's what it makes me a little nervous. But I just think that if we play ball control offense, right, we win the time possession battle. It's not difficult. The game plan is not difficult. It hasn't changed. Look at how we've won the games. I brought it up. We showed it earlier. The 5 W's. We're rushing it 40 times a game. We're rushing 220 plus yards. Run the dang ball. And if they could stop it, then so be it. But they're not gonna be able to stop it. Ski mask energy, bro. They're not going to be able to stop it. And that's when you dictate. That's what I've been saying. When you dictate the flow of the game, and there's nothing they could do about it, it's heart wrenching, bro. When you can't do shit about it, and you just getting ran on and ran on and ran on, bro. That's demoralizing.
Who's on my wall? Jeremy Chin, Steve Smith, Cam Newton, and Luke Kuechly. And I got a JC Horn one, but I gotta go get the pieces to put it on the wall. I gotta get to Hobby Lobby and go grab that. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Should be good, man. Should be a good game.
Should be a good game, bro. Yeah, we're gonna be streaming. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, Denver fired their coach. They should have fired their coach. They should have fired their coach after week 1, personally, but that's just my opinion. But y'all think I'd be overreactionary on shit, so y'all think I'd be crazy. They should have fired him after they didn't let that man go out there and go for it on 4th and 1 and kick that child a 60+ yard field goal. They should have been fired him. Hackett wasn't fit for that, man. I knew that was a bad hire as soon as they hired him. It was just another example, man. And then the Flores lawsuit didn't help it either. So, no. Let's see here. We did a whole interview with Steve Smith earlier this year, back in October. We asked him about it. He went over it. Just check out the interview. It's free to everybody. Check it out. We asked Steve Smith Sr. himself about his exit with the Carolina Panthers when he got released. So I'll let him tell you.
All right.
They want Wilkes. They want Wilkes. There's no question about that. They want him. I've been paying attention to the Broncos streets. They want him. If we don't hire him, I think he's going to end up there. So, I don't think I have anything else. Unless you have anything else.
Anything else? I don't have anything else, man. I got a couple things I got to do before I go to sleep. So I'm going to shut this thing down. We're going to try to see if we can link up with Big Game James.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm around all week. Like Thursday will be tough for me because I'm going to the A&T basketball game. They're playing Northeastern in Boston. So Wednesday will be hard. Thursday will be hard. I could do Wednesday night though.
We'll see. So we'll hit him up in the NFC South roundtable chat that we have. So we'll see when he's available. We might do it. We may see what happens. But all right, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, get in the comments, all that good stuff. This was fun. Next week around the same time, we're gonna be either pissed or we're gonna be still on this high, bro. We gonna be on this high, and I feel good about it. I feel good about it, man. We're playing good football right now. Every Panther fan should be feeling good. You got a reason to feel good. Don't let nobody. It's been a couple people trying to take me out of the game. You know what I'm saying? Trying to say, oh, y'all acting like we a 12-3 team. Nah, fam, we playing good football right now. And it's
you talking about that guy? I retreated him. Yeah. I retreated him saying, "Well, the Bucks ain't 12-3 either." So what's your point?
Yeah. We playing good football. So it's a lot of it be people with some negative energy out there, and I get it. Prior to Matt Rule or prior to Wilkes, but that old energy is gone.
I'll close with this. Like I know you guys were having jokes about me being soft on the Roar of the Lions on the Lions podcast, but I was on the Roar of the Lions UK podcast last week. And one thing that was interesting is one thing that we had in common is that they have a fan base who wanted them to tank too. And they started 1-6. They had the same situation. They had a fan base that wanted to tank, but they're not built for that. And they ended up 7-7. So I'll say all this to say, these teams ain't gonna be tanking for y'all. They want to win just like everybody else. And then you want to talk about a team that wants to win. The Lions has 1 playoff wins in 50 years. Some of y'all weren't born the last time they had a playoff win. I was born. I remember it. I was a kid. Barry Sanders ran all over Dallas. Destroyed them. Demolished them. That was the only playoff win they've had in over 50 years. So let's not stop with the foolishness, man. These teams want like for a team like us who haven't won a division since 2015. Like we haven't felt like we got an owner who's never felt this. Stafford's never won a playoff game. Stafford won his first playoff game in Los Angeles, so that goes back to my point of you ain't got to draft a damn quarterback number 1 overall. It ain't guaranteeing you shit. It's not guaranteeing you anything. Stafford didn't win a single playoff game for the Detroit Lions. Not one. He went there twice. And you know what coach took him there twice? A coach that don't even have a job in the league, Jim Caldwell. The irony in that, huh? I ain't got to be 50. That was 30 years ago. It was 1991, 1990. But I digress. And on that note, make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll do my fantasy football waiver wire, and hopefully I'll make the finals in all my leagues tomorrow. But it's not looking good because Justin Herbert out here playing terrible, and Austin Eckler is not. And I'm only up by 7 points, and I need Herbert to play better. But all right, I'm gonna let you guys go.
All right, man.
No, I said 1-50. I did say 1-50. Y'all have a good one.
We out here. We'll holler at y'all,
guys.
man. See y'all on Saturday or maybe before that, depending if we can get Big Game James from Tampa. We'll holler at y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.